It is going to be interesting to see Tinubu and Wike fight. I repeat, it is going to be very, very interesting to see Tinubu and Wike fight. Currently, there's a disagreement between Wike and the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, over the appointment of a new INEC chairman. I repeat, there's a current rift between the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Wike, the FCT minister, over the appointment of a new INEC chairman. Wike wanted Justice Liman from Nasarawa State, his close ally. He wanted the president to choose Justice Liman, but the president disappointed him, and they went for Professor Joash Amubiton from Kogi State. Some people advised the president that Wike is becoming too powerful. Let us not give him the opportunity. If you give him enough power, he can use it to work against you. Some elements in the APC, they don't trust the person of Wike. Let's look at this report. The appointment of Joash Amubiton Ojo as Nigeria's new INEC chairman has deepened the growing rift between the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, further exposing the fragile alliance at the heart of the administration. Now let's move to Rivers State. You see, APC earlier, when Tinubu took power, they wanted to capture key PDP states that give money. And these states are Akwa Ibom, Delta, Bayelsa, and Rivers State. Now Bayelsa, the governor of Bayelsa is moving to the APC. That one is settled. APC has captured Bayelsa. APC has already captured Delta State. That is from Ibori. They used Ibori to capture Delta State. The same APC has captured Akwa Ibom State through the Senate President Akpabio. Now for Rivers State, you know, it is interesting to know that Wike is a powerful politician. Wike is not a right-over. He's not a walkover. He's somebody that understands politics. Somebody will be saying, pursue Atiku, David Mark and co. out of the PDP. He stood his ground against Buhari under APC. When they wanted to rig Rivers State election, he stood his ground. Somebody that performed magic, election rigging magic in the last election. Labour Party actually won Rivers State, but how Wike did it, some senators, some politicians from northern Nigeria, you're asking, how did you perform this magic? So Wike is a politician, a very dangerous one. That is why it is going to be interesting to see him and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu fight. That is what we want. Interesting times are ahead. Now for Rivers State, how did APC capture Rivers State? By deceiving Wike. You know, when Wike and Fubara started having their rift, Wike planned to remove Fubara. He planned to remove him, to impeach him. That was his plan. He never knew that Tinubu had other plans. Now, Tinubu is in control of the political structure in Rivers State, not Wike. It was Wike before the state of emergency. Wike was in control before the state of emergency. But now it is Tinubu. Look at the local government elections. APC as a party. APC as a party, with Tinubu as the president. Now them get Rivers State. You see what Fubara is doing? He's just wasting time. When the real time reach for the next election, APC will take over Rivers State. And then Wike would not be that influential in Rivers State. How did Tinubu play Wike? Now, Wike wanted to impeach Fubara. But Tinubu thought and said, let me declare a state of emergency to save Fubara. You know, when Tinubu said that he saved Fubara from Wike, people did not believe him. But now, I have come to understand that Tinubu actually played Wike. Yes. Now, after the state of emergency, who does Fubara report to? Yes, Tinubu appointed a military administrator who is reporting directly to the president. Now, when they reinstated Fubara, who is Fubara reporting to? It's the president. The Fubara does not even have regard for Wike anymore. The Fubara knows that it is the president, anything that happens, it is the president. Wike is becoming less powerful. And I believe Wike must have realized that Tinubu is playing a fast one on him. Another fast one is this appointment of INEC chairman. Okay, let's move on. According to insider accounts, the disagreement has become so severe that Wike boycotted the Council of State meeting in protest, sending the Minister of State for the FCT in his place. It is not only Wike that did not attend. Gowon did not attend, Jonathan did not attend, Obasanjo did not attend. So, from insider account, they are saying that Wike is using style to protest. You see, politics is complicated. He's using style to protest. What is the president doing now? Okay, let's read. Continue. He is also believed to have reached out to several former Nigerian heads of state, urging them to stay away from the meeting, a move that widened the cracks already visible within Tinubu's inner circle. Wike's political decline began shortly. I will not talk his decline began. Let's dwell on this INEC of a thing. They have seen that Wike is becoming too powerful with his media chats. The president expressly told Wike, stop your media chats. Why did the president tell Wike that? It was after a fallout with Shore. Wike's political decline began shortly after human rights activist Omoyele Shore publicly exposed his undeclared real estate holdings in Florida, USA. These revelations sent shockwaves through his family and political network. You see, Wike is gradually losing relevance and going down. He is losing River State. He is losing his influence in Tinubu's government. It is the PDP also, they are waiting for him. You know that Wike has created so many enemies for himself. Wike has created so many enemies for himself. There are some people waiting for his downfall, to celebrate his downfall. So if he falls out with Tinubu, my brother, Wike will suffer. Politically, Wike will suffer. Let's move on. Now, these revelations sent shockwaves through his family and political network. Before the expose, Wike has just returned from a medical trip to the UK where he reportedly received treatment for a heart infection. Now, after Shore put out those evidence of how he corruptly acquired foreign and hidden local assets, it ignited widespread outrage and drawing the attention of the presidency. All these things are happening behind the scenes. So Wike, they use our money, FCT money. They use our money, they buy houses. They enrich yourself. And you are so arrogant that any small thing you believe that you are God. So Tinubu now is playing, these two politicians, they are very good politicians. Wike is a very good politician. If you know how Wike was able to, the last primaries he had with Atiku, Wike was going to win that primary. Normally, Wike was popular to win that primary, win Atiku. But it was because his closer friend, Tambuwal, betrayed him because blood is thicker than water of his Fulani brother or his Northern brother. They betrayed him and everything turned. If not, Wike for pleader politics and win Atiku, who believes he has whatever. Wike has influence. In fact, Tinubu, Wike, they have influence in northern Nigeria. Yes. Tinubu through Aregbesola, however, Wike also have influence in northern Nigeria. So to tell you that how these guys know how to play politics. But Tinubu is an experienced politician and he is with political power. Now he be the president. So all these protests that Wike is protesting, left, right, all this mago. See, if you are not a politician, if you have not been involved in politics, you may not understand. In politics, they may present something to you like this. This is it. But you need to look beyond this thing they present to you. Look beyond. There are things happening. That is why money go miss for jam office. They're not going to know the person who steal the money, but money they miss. But for you to know who steal the money, some truths are hidden. So not everything that comes out, like that you already know, there are some things that are much more behind the scene. Yes. Okay. In the aftermath, after it ignited widespread outrage within the APC ranks, in the aftermath, Tinubu's trusted advisors began to reassess Wike's role in government, concluding that he had become too erratic and politically toxic to be trusted with sensitive national matters. I told you before that if I'm writing an exam and you tell me who are those that are leading the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive, I'll tell you that for the judiciary, Wike is leading the judiciary, Akpabio the legislature, and Tinubu the executive. I know it is Kekereku, but influence Wike has when it comes to the judiciary, man, he knows a lot. He knows a lot. In fact, the next election, like I predicted, this particular Wike may be amongst the people that will be involved in writing the results and giving to INEC commissioners, according to my own postulation. So they said, this guy is erratic and politically toxic to be trusted with sensitive national matters. Wike had reportedly pushed hard for Justice Abdullahi Muhammad Liman, a justice of the Court of Appeal, to be appointed as INEC chairman. A politician Wike is. He tried pushing. He secured clearances for him through several security agencies, confident that Tinubu would approve. But following mounting skepticism within the presidency, Liman's candidacy was quietly dropped. You know that this Liman and Wike are close. Since 2016, these guys have been way. So Wike is building his influence inside Tinubu's government. And Tinubu's advisors, they are telling Wike, Tinubu, see this Wike, if you don't cut his wing now, don't let him build so much influence. Don't let him, if Nahim choose INEC chairman, nominate, that man will get loyalty to Wike in a way. Wike will have some kind of influence that will, he will benefit from the INEC chairman that he has presented to the president. So those advisors that are advising Tinubu, attend Tinubu, be of this man. No. I told somebody that Wike cannot join APC. The president said, Wike, come and join APC. But Wike knows that if he join APC, he don't finish for them. Let him go and join APC now. She didn't get to it. Go and join APC. Now that time they go relegate him. The people waiting for APC, they don't even want me Wike join APC. And if peradventure Wike join the APC, they go treat him like say, they'll treat him like a newcomer. So Wike is satisfied where he is at the moment, except he will commit political suicide by joining APC. We know that Wike is hungry for power. We know that Wike is positioning himself for 2031 vice presidency. It's from the south now. If a northerner is going to become the president, then it will be from south. Maybe south, not southwest. Tinubu can change the game because they're an empire now. Yes, you don't capture everything. It can be from southwest, from southeast, or south. So you see, a Wike is positioning himself critically for that vice presidential position. 2031. Okay? Now, because of the disappointment, there's a lot of tension between Tinubu and Wike. And it's going to be very, very good for us to see them scatter everything. Okay? The breakdown of trust soon extended to media control and censorship. I repeat, this breakdown of trust for Wike from the presidency, he extended to media control and censorship. After Governor's Fubara reinstatement, Tinubu reportedly ordered Wike to suspend his monthly media briefings, arguing that his combative tone was damaging the administration's image. Furious, angry, Wike appealed to Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila, warning that silencing him would only make Sowore that is accusing him too powerful. The exchange reflected the degree to which Sowore exposes and undermines Wike's standing within the presidency. Amid the turmoil, Wike allegedly approached the Code of Conduct Bureau, allegedly, to amend his asset declaration, seeking to include the properties exposed in Florida and elsewhere. But officials reportedly told him that original documents had been forwarded to the EFCC, leaving him politically vulnerable and deeply unsettled and betrayed. His growing frustration culminated into not attending Thursday's Council of State meeting. Let me stop here. Now, the president met Ahmed Ododo to present Amubiton, that is the new INEC chairman, leaving and dumping Wike, because now the trust in Wike, his test for power, is becoming insatiable. Insatiable. And if Wike continues in this trajectory, the president will put her like dustbin. You know one thing? If Tinubu sees that the coast is clear for him to win 2027 elections, he might drop Wike. Because Wike is just like an Erufai. Tinubu know they like people who will come to give him pressure for in government. Someone like Erufai, if he were to be in Tinubu's government, if they give Tinubu tough time, someone like Orji's or Kalu, if he were to be in Tinubu's government, if they give Tinubu tough time, someone like Sule Lamido, if he were in Tinubu's government, he for give Tinubu tough time. So Tinubu no wants characters like Wike. We go to call the drag popularity and power with him. Where we say, if they have any information about Tinubu's government and they are working in the government, they may use it like inner circle. They may use it against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's why Tinubu remains the most astute politician in Nigeria's history as it stands. Somebody go say, this guy, APC don't buy him. I don't tell you, say, 1, I don't like Tinubu. 2, I don't like APC. 3, I don't like Wike. 4, I don't like Erufai. I tell people I don't like. I can never join the APC. I can never support, when it comes to leadership, I can never support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I've been saying it in all my broadcasts. It's not by force. That does not stop me from, if you do something that is good, I will say it. Me, I have conscience, but his style of leadership, the end, I'm looking at the end. I'm not looking at, because when you look at the president, the kind of antecedent he's leaving for other people is going to become disastrous. You see the APC, you see the fight in APC is more than the fight in Labour Party and the PDP. Just because they have the presidency, that's why you see everybody is okay. The fight in APC, if Tinubu is no more, or if Tinubu is out of the picture, you go now know say APC, they no unite. Let's start with Lagos. We have, let me not mention the names. We have like three to four factions in Lagos State. Everybody is claiming territory. Tinubu no dey Lagos. You see what Sanwo-Olu did to Obasa. Obasa is heading one of, four. Let me say four. One of the four. Obasa is heading. Faleke is heading one. This PDP man, what is his name? Jando. They just joined. He carried one. And the one at Lagos Island by Surulere. If Tinubu is no more, then I'm going to say, these people, they don't like to see themselves. You saw what Sanwo-Olu did to Obasa. You saw what he did to Obasa. Now, I come out time, he turned on to rag for street. But they will see themselves, they will laugh. It is because of Tinubu. It's because of Tinubu. Tinubu said, put that man back. And they are looking at themselves because of Tinubu. So the antecedent that Tinubu is setting, if Tinubu is not there, he cannot anoint a successor that will continue in the kind of politics he is playing. That's why I don't support Tinubu. His kind of politics is not sustainable because it is built on manipulation, built on blackmailing, built on so many vices. Yes, so many vices. This administration, Buhari come, you do your own. Tinubu come, don't they give everybody expo? They give everybody formula of how he's capturing Nigeria. That is how every other president will come and do the same thing. At least they will attempt it. They will muzzle political parties and make sure that they become, because power intoxicates. All these people, they say Nigeria is bad, let us revolution. If you carry them, put them in position of power, they will change. So anybody that is saying, I want a better Nigeria, if you enter that position, he going to look for what Tinubu do, we make him powerful. himself go one do am. That is why I don't support the APC model. Inside APC, obedience dey inside APC. Inside APC, some people don't even send Tinubu. They're just convenient, like it is Yoruba, all of what. Even the Yoruba things, somebody know say after Tinubu go, all these people will come back. Tinubu go down sabotage a lot of things if it does not restructure Nigeria. So it is clear, very clear. So Tinubu and Wike, footballer now don't they do gra now. Anything will happen, you go bluff Wike. He know say now president in the go. He doesn't care. Anything president tell him to do, that's what he's doing. Wike is suffering because they played him. And he's looking for you to get back, but you cannot get back at the APC. Because APC now them control. See, the people where they behind Tinubu, the advisors of Tinubu, all those guys, their brain know when it comes to politics and those mago things, they can do it all. So Wike is being very, very careful, protesting, crying, using politics to cry. Why are you treating me like this? I've been loyal and this and that. But the people advising Tinubu, the way they advise Tinubu against an L5, they are still advising Tinubu that if you allow this man, they will spoil your government. I will be the most happiest person if they treat this guy the way he has treated others in the past. Wike had people that brought him to politics, but the disrespect Wike had for them. Wike will say, now boy to Peter Obi, when they float Peter Obi, they go commission project. But you see how Wike they talk to Peter Obi, they talk anyhow. You come on media, just they talk, they blast everybody anyhow. If Wike had the opportunity, he can blast Tinubu to today. All these ones, they are just fighting for power. The psychopaths will not be here. The loyalty now because of they just want to be loyal so that they can get what they want. Like Tinubu was loyal for many years, was stooping low for many years to look for an opportunity to snatch it. That is what the kind of game people like Wike and Tinubu used to play. So he's being loyal now, not because he doesn't know what he's doing, so that he can be able to have access to power. When you have access to power, then you not see the real person. Now, so he's loyal. Jonathan wife bring her into politics. You lawyer, Amechi, did there in your gap. Or did in your gap. Even a P2B did in your gap. But how does he treat those he was loyal to in the past? That's what we are talking about today. You see, may God help Wike and may God help Nigerians.